All right. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Gunthug here. Welcome back, me, I guess. Here we go. Let's dive into it. We've got week one action, DPP, Gen 4. Should be a great match. We got BlueBreath in one corner. We've got MedichamZ in the other corner. I anticipate that I'll probably take some flack for my pronunciation of Medicham. I don't know. It's something about fighting types like Lucario, Lucario that I just can't seem to pronounce the names. It is what it is. So let's dive in. We've got leads, and I have not seen this. I don't even know who wins. I have a feeling I know who wins based on who posted the screenshot. Right off the bat, we've got lead Venomoth versus lead Uxie. This is funny. I'm almost positive that I faced this lead Venomoth team on the ladder recently, and I remember thinking it was an interesting set. Now, Venomoth does occasionally see some play as a lead because it has a unique combination of sleep powder and toxic spikes. I think, I mean, Roserade does the same thing, so I'm curious. I'm curious to know what the appeal is over Roserade. I honestly don't know. Not a great matchup against Uxie, but also, I mean, if it's not going to get one hit KO'd by a psychic or anything. If it can get a sleep off, it can get T spikes up, and that's kind of the goal. I've always liked Butterfree better as a lead because Butterfree is almost never going to miss that sleep powder with its compound eyes ability. I want to say it's like 99% or something. In fact, the game that I played against Venomoth on the ladder. With the team I used against Sweet this week, it missed two straight sleep powders, which kind of completely destroyed its strategy. And right off the bat, we see a missed sleep powder. So here we go. We get the rain dance from Uxie. That's definitely signifying a rain team here. But the sleep drops on turn two, and that's going to be pivotal because every turn is important for a rain team. We've got probably not heat rock, whatever it's called, whatever rock extends rain. So we're looking at probably 7 turns of rain. But again, there goes a turn. We go straight to Kingdra here. T spikes go up. Clearly, what that means to me is Metacham does not have something to soak up these toxic spikes. Tells me probably does not have Quillfish. Otherwise, you might see Quillfish wait around. You never know. Quillfish could still come out and soak up the spikes. But that was probably him knowing, hey, toxic spikes are coming out here next turn. Let me get something in that's not going to get poisoned and is immediately going to threaten. Venomoth's already burned the sleep. So let's see what else this Venomoth has. We see a predict there with the, oh my gosh, we see a predict there with what I believe was Hidden Power Electric. He does get the crit. Keep in mind, DPP, one of my least favorite, actually, my least favorite thing about this metagame, about this generation, is double power crits. So a move that would have done 31, 32% damage does 63, but we get hit with a crit right back at you. So can't say it's unfair. 100% bug buzz. There goes Kingdra. Plenty of, and there's Quillfish. Okay, so that's going to pretty much neuter the threat of toxic spikes. Quillfish already, we've got Swift Swim, which means he's definitely going to outspeed. He's definitely going to KO unless he decides to stay in, get greedy, go for the sword stance. Suicune comes out, pretty safe switch on Quill, although it still takes a good amount from that Life Orb waterfall, but Suicune's solid as nails against rain teams unless you've got Ludicolo. I would anticipate maybe a Ludicolo. Oh, is he going to dance? He does dance on the Protect. Protect a risky play there because you know Quillfish has dance, but another option for why he probably protected. And one of Suicune's number one benefits of running Protect is the ability to scout the all-powerful explosion in this gen. I think Blue Breath probably calculated well there because he was probably anticipating. I'll go to the substitute in a second. He was probably anticipating that for a rain team, Suicune's a big problem. And so, I mean, unless you've got Ludicolo, but still, Suicune is a problem, so there is going to be some temptation from Metacham to just go ahead and explode, take out the Suicune right away, take out a huge resistance to a rain team on Blue Breath. And good protect there to try to scout for it. He does take the 2 times attack. What I'm curious about is why sub after that, because by subbing, I mean, I don't know if you're obviously there's not going to be a switch from Quillfish, right? Obviously, you don't outspeed Quillfish because you know it's got Swift Swim, okay? And so by subbing, you're almost guessing that you're going to end up having enough left over after a Quillfish tech. Maybe you think another Swords Dance is coming. I don't know. I'm not really sure about that logic there. We are going to get another Protect here to keep trying to stall out Rain. We get another Waterfall on Metacham's part. Quillfish looking pretty threatening here, although look at that. So Suicune does outspeed. That actually tells me that we've got maybe not the bulkiest Suicune. I didn't run the calcs or really notice based on the waterfall damage how bulky. I mean, that poison jab did a lot. That poison jab did 76. So all right, one down, but a pretty kind of a sitting duck here in Quillfish when you're outside of rain. You've got that max 295 speed. It's outsped by a lot in DPP. And here we go with the Raikou. Now, notice that Raikou is shiny there, which leaves open the possibility that it has Aura Sphere. Kind of a weird caveat to Gen 4. In order to carry that fighting special Aura Sphere in Gen 4 on Raikou, it has to be shiny because it was an event move on an event Raikou that was shiny. So but it could also be a bluff. In comes Bronzong. Pretty good to soak up special attacks, although based on that damage, I'm just going to say I'm pretty sure that that's an offensive Bronzong. Usually, if you're looking at bulk, unless it's just pure defensive, but if you're looking at bulk, that's probably not going to take quite as much. It also could be Specs Raikou, so we'll see. Bounces back out to Uxie. Rain Dance goes back up again. Stealth Rocks comes in. We're going to trade rocks here. Kind of surprised that didn't happen right away. And then we get a T-Wave on Zong, which doesn't really matter too much because it's either just going to explode or it could also Gyro Ball, and T-Wave is actually going to hurt. If you see turn one, or first few turns of my game was sweet, he Thunder Waved my Bronzong, and I ended up doing really good damage to his Choice Band Swampert with a Gyro Ball, like 36% or something. So you can see there, heavily invested Uxie only shrugs off 67% on the explosion. But still good there. Still good by Medicham because Uxie's another one of those Pokemon that's going to threaten rain. You also got the long rain up. So now you got 6 turns to play around. He goes Quillfish here. Quillfish on the waterfall is going to kill Life Orb, rain boosted, water move. Did the job there. We've got Sizer now. Now that's the problem is you are in bullet punch range. But this is big because I think Blue is going to have to reveal what item he has here now. So Metagross comes in. I guess he doesn't want to take that yet or put himself in a good position. We have leftovers on the Sizer, all right? So, and the fact that his leftovers, okay. We get Earthquake on Metagross. Could this be Scarf? Oh no, it is Life Orb, which means it's just faster. All right, so we've got probably bulkier Sword Stance Sizer here, although it does U-turn out, so maybe not. Who knows? It could just be like a 3-attack Roost set or something like that. But for Metagross to outspeed, I mean, this could also be speedy too. Could be Agility, 3-attack Life Orb. We'll see. Flygon comes in, should sweep up pretty easily here, and we're running out of rain for Medicham. Although he still has that Uxie, which is asleep. All right, so Venomoth comes in. Sizer is going to come in last now. So, not like a super dedicated rain team, just 2 rain Pokemon here with Kingdra and Quillfish, and then the rest kind of built around. It looks like kind of cleaning that up. I wonder if that was Trick Room, Bronzong, although that wouldn't necessarily. No. This is Utility Bronzong because it's got the rocks and the rain. So, I mean, it's kind of interesting to me to devote 2 of your Pokemon to setting up rain, but only having 2 Pokemon to abuse rain. You usually, I mean, it's not uncommon to see a Sizer or a Metagross to clean up, after a rain team kind of takes their chunks out. But not maybe both of them. I don't know. We'll see. But rain's running out anyway, so it was going to run out of usefulness. We don't see any sort of leftovers tick on Sizer or anything. This could be banded or scarfed. I would anticipate banded. Unlikely he would have left Scarf out to dry here with a weak bullet punch. But let's see what the bandit does. Oh no, he bounces out. So back to Uxie. This could be dangerous because if he is Sword Stance, you're giving him plenty of time to yeah, here we go. Here's the setup. I go back and forth on U-turn on Sword Stance Sizer. It is really strong, obviously, but there goes your boost when you U-turn out. Here we go. In order to really smack Uxie here, he's going to have to U-turn out, which means that he's going to lose all those boosts. But I tell you what, if he can get rid of Uxie on the U-turn here, does Flygon just sweep? Maybe, I don't know. Actually, I'd have to calc to see whether Flygon lives Banded Bullet Punch. I don't think he does. Let's see what happens here. Keep in mind, this is Gen 4, which means sleep is 2 to 5 turns. This Uxie could be in real trouble trying to wait for the sleep to go away. See, that is a very bulky Uxie. And there's the problem right there. There's the problem with, we got some GGs declared in the chat. It's probably over, but that is a problem with not running Bug Bite on Sizer. Although some people drop the bug move altogether and run something like Superpower. So, quick sip of my coffee here to get me through the stretch run. We've got the bullet punch, which he eats, but is going to kill the next turn. Bullet Punch comes in, sweeps him. We got Sizer here, who's probably gonna. Oh, he's gonna U-turn, which that was very strange. Quillfish comes in, probably wishing Quillfish had that all-powerful hidden ability, Intimidate, at this stage, but it does not. Sizer's fully boosted now. It's gonna go ahead and Bullet Punch and sweep up here. Great game, solid play by Blue Breath. Had a team without a ton of counterplay to Rain. Just the Suicune, but he used it very effectively. And I think it was a well-deserved win. Good stuff. Week 1, DPP, we're back, and it was good to be back. So hopefully I will see you all next week when I do my next com. Take care. See ya.